Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. And when last we left off, we met up with Mitchell Waylander in Sloop, where he's always been. I had him mixed up with James's definitely not relation, and we've got the message we need to give to the Abbot. But we're not going to Malek's Cross yet, because we're going to head to places the game is not so subtly telling us we don't need to be, like Prankstone and Cavall Keep and Kenting Rush, because we can, and there is dialogue apparently to be found. But before we do even that, we are going to head back along the road to go and get some dragon plate that we left behind. There was an encounter near here, and some dragon plate that we really need to sell. And this is when I lose where the encounter is and I get sad. It was over there. It was over there. Pretty sure it was over there. Well, let's go and find them. Were the bodies there? I feel like the bodies were sort of... No, the bodies were further down. The bodies were further down. Are these the bodies? They're bodies. Okay, I think these are the ones. One of these has dragon plate. Not you, of course, is the last one. It was one of you, wasn't it? I feel like it was. And this is when it's not one of you. There it is, the dragon plate. Right. One more use here, that gets to 100%. We can then pass over the 7-use one to you, and reapply the poison, Kiko. If there is a slogan for this LP, it should be reapply the poison. Always reapply the poison. Also, I'm very glad that Gorath has the poison spider rather than James. So, running back all the way over here brings me to Romney. So we can then sell this and get a bit more money. Shop, buy, get another 112, puts us back up to 9,000. By the way, we have this NAFTA. I'm not going to use it. I know some people are going to be like, no, you should not sell the NAFTA, and it's like, but I'm really not going to use it. Like, I'm probably not going to use either of these either. But I have them, just in case. So, north we go, entirely ignoring the plot and heading over to... Owyn was whistling, yep. We're going to head over here, on the major road, and up to Prankstone. If nothing else, it will earn me a bit of money as we travel about. And we could do with more money. We could also do with spending a little bit more time, you know, gaining health and stamina. Now, there is something to be said for gaining too much health and stamina, but I don't think we're going to really have that problem. And this is when we do have that problem, and the game gets really, really weird. So this is Prankstone. Tavern? No. Tavern? Yes, but it's too early. It is no longer too early. Time for money! Owyn played. His fingers slid easily over the lute's fingerboard as he moved between chords of This Kingdom Mine, the notes filling him up, as well as guiding him forward. Quietly, he began to sing the refrain. This kingdom mine, with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. That was beautiful. 107 sovereigns! Not gonna say no. Remind me as to what is in this shop. We have Kultari Poison. This is where we could get more NAFTA. It's quite expensive, but we don't need it. We don't need it. So, carrying on this way, following the road, stopping occasionally just in case an encounter happens, because it might. It might. Probably won't. We have tons of rations. No? Nothing? Was that a settlement that I just passed? It was... No, we have not reached Cavall Keep yet. Straight through. Don't see a single blob on the map that is hostile. Is this a tavern? Yes, and it does have barding. Owyn played, his fingers slid easily over the lute's fingerboard as he moved between chords of This Kingdom Mine, the notes filling him up, as well as guiding him forward. Quietly, he began to sing the refrain. This kingdom mine, with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. 152 sovereigns. And you've got no gambling funds. Not surprising. That is the, Hi! Okay, is that something I've just left on the road, or is that like a really tiny person? Like this person here. That is just a person who the scaling has not worked on. The opponents were not surprised. Oh no! It's a dog! They are tiny, because they're dogs! Whoops! It's like, is that someone just really small or far away? Nope, that's a dog. Right! Mordhell and dogs! We can deal with Mordhell and dogs. Actually, you just start defending, because, gonna have to defend you. It's a good opportunity to gain some defense points. Yay! One Mordhell down. Dogs are dangerous. How about thee? More dangerous than the Mordhell, actually, in some regards. Okay. Miss, you're going to start running away. Defend. Hit the dog. Unfortunately. Okay. You're going to maybe escape. Dog down. Go here. You strike here. You're not getting away. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. Lightning! Down you go. A little bit of experience. Okay, no experience really gained that actually gave us a skill increase. Poisoned rations. Well, that's a thing. Spoiled rations. And nothing. Okay, so, haven't checked the dogs. Dogs have nothing. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. Dogs have nothing. Okay. More Mordhell. Okay, we are encountering Mordhell up here. Let's fight them. How's our health doing? Ooh, not great, actually. Let me back up a bit. Rest up some. That'll help. Rest up a little more. That'll help. Do I have to click you again? The answer is... no, I don't. Hello? 4 Mordhell and their dog went to kill a Gorath. Also, we could just Evil Seek here. You know, I'm going to Evil Seek for 40. Focusing on the dog. 40, 32, 25, 20... Whoa! That did a lot. That hit everything. Marvelous. I'm going to take it. You defend, please. We have to defend Owyn. Owyn does not have a large amount of health at the moment. But Gorath can do that. Gorath can absolutely do that. Case in point, Gorath's going to do that, and we're now going to just regain some stamina. While this Mordhell desperately tries to fight us. In fact, Gorath here has his back to the Mordhell most of the time, as if taunting him. So yours goes up to 50. Okay, so you're... okay, I don't know why I defended there with Owyn. Actually, I do. I thought it was Gorath there. So you defend. You keep gaining health. Like that. And now, you can slay him. Ta-da! We did it! Party's abilities have improved. These are the things we hope for. Defense and accuracy melee. And defense. 83%. Not bad. Okay, what have you got? Rations. We could actually do with those. We could do with those rations. I'll take them. You can have 4, you can have 1, and 2 restoratives. I mean, didn't mean to drink that, but, there you go. You have flaming sword, and is that the same as what you have? No, it's not. Is there a dragon plate amongst all of these? Good question. The answer is, I don't know. So you have that. Is that the same person? No! They have a note. I was not anticipating a note. Your orders are to penetrate into the kingdom and disrupt activities within to allow our invisible magicians in the south of Northwarden to organize their efforts. If you should become trapped behind kingdom lines, head south and wait it out in the barn we have secured for our spies. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Also, there's probably another body here that I haven't checked out. You... Okay, I think I've checked out all the bodies. Right, let's keep going. Interesting things to uncover. Very interesting. So that path leads over to... Okay, we're by Cavall Keep. We're by Cavall Keep. Cavall Keep is right here, in fact. Let's go. First things first. In. Owyn played, his fingers slid easily over the lute's fingerboard as he moved between chords of this kingdom mine, the notes filling him up, as well as guiding him forward. Quietly, he began to sing the refrain. This kingdom mine, with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. That was beautiful, 162 sovereigns. And you. Owyn's stomach grumbled. Waiting until another patron had finished placing his order for a roast hen and a tankard of ale, the senior beckoned the tavern keeper away from his other duties, hoping both for information, perhaps a bit to eat. Come on in. I suppose you heard about our new cook here at the Duck's Head, haven't you? Oh, he can do marvels with a roast, and his chicken is stupendous. Sounds marvellous. Perhaps you could try some of it later. Trust me, you won't regret it, not a bit. The prices are reasonable, of course. So what will it be for you tonight? Sure, we'll have some food. We'll have some food. No, actually. Never mind. We don't actually want it packed up in ration form. I just wanted, like, food. Okay, one of these is Owyn's uncle. A cloud of dust greeted them at the door. Sorry, sir, said the young lady. I just wanted to shake out me dust mop. Didn't know anyone was out here. Shaking dust out of his hair with a flip of his head, Owyn replied. No trouble. This is the Corvallis household, is it not? You're right about that. But Count Corvallis and his daughter Eugene aren't here at the moment, she said. Owyn smiled and asked pleasantly. Oh, do you happen to know where they've gone? The servant girl looked around, then said in a half-whisper, They've gone to the muster in Kenting Rush to take charge of affairs for Lady Boswich. But you didn't hear that from me. They thanked her for the information and left. So, they're fine. Yay! They're not dead. You know, Kenting Rush is just up there. We could go to Kenting Rush as well while we're here. Then Gorath's like, really? You've heard the information you needed to hear. Why are we still heading north? Because reasons. And it's like, oh, fine. And then they kept heading north. Past the people who couldn't hear. Into the dark and gloomy night. Let's go. I mean, the game gives me the freedom to do it. So I'm gonna do it. Is this Kenting Rush? Am I already here? Yes, this is Kenting Rush. I am already here. Marvellous. So, primarily we are looking for the tavern, which is here. Yes. Too early, though. Tavern. And barding. Owyn played. His fingers slid easily over the lute's fingerboard as he moved between chords of this kingdom mine, the notes filling him up, as well as guiding him forward. Quietly, he began to sing the refrain. This kingdom mine, with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. That was beautiful. 81 sovereigns. Not gonna say no. There's gonna be no exchange with, Navon Dusando, because he is very dead, and this store had Jewels, keys, rings. We have none of those things we really want to sell, so let's not. Let's not. Let's actually head north and see if the game will let me go. A figure turned the corner of the house. Happily, Owyn dropped his staff, opening up his arms to give the approaching girl a hug. I don't know why you're here, Owyn, but I'm so glad. I really need to see a friendly face about now. What are you doing out of Cavall Keep? We came up when some of Prince Arutha's men passed through Cavall Keep. They said there is a battle about to happen, and there are going to be troops mustering here with the Lady Boswitch. Is that true? Are we really going to war with the Mordhell again? I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but there is a very good possibility of it. Actually, Gorath and I are supposed to be looking for a magician named Pug from Stardog. With the war going on here, I wanted to make sure that you and your father were alright. Why wouldn't we be? It's not as if the fighting will get this far south. Will it? No, it's just that there are several things that we'll need to talk about when things have calmed down. I'm just glad that you're safe. I was concerned that something might have happened to you. You're getting to be as silly as I am. So, what have you been eating? You're as thin as a bone. Is there anything I can do for you two? Actually, well, no. When I first saw you, it occurred for me to ask you something, but whatever it was has utterly slipped my mind at the moment. Will it bother you if I come and ask you about it later? We have a few things we may need to attend to elsewhere. Well, go on then. I have a few things to do myself. You're most gracious. Thanks and farewell. Repeated dialogue there. Can we? Oh, I could use that to head back, which is very good. But Hi, enemies! I thought there wouldn't be enemies this far north. I was wrong. Hello! We are... Oh, too many. Okay, there are too many enemies here. We cannot go this far. Also, Temple of Kahuli. I'd like to teleport. Probably all the way to Krondor. We've done all this, we've done all that. Teleporting to Krondor might be... No, teleport to Malek's Cross. Can I teleport to Malek's Cross? No. I can, however, teleport to the Temple of Rim's Cragma. Pencil teleport! We're here! And now we can head down to Malek's Cross and deliver that note. Very important we deliver that note. So, west and south. Yep, that's where I want to go. West and south. It's getting dark, but that's fine. Rest up. We could also go and see the dragon. That might not be a bad idea. But we should probably go and see to the abbot first. Now, how close are we to... Okay, I'm just veering off the road wildly here. I should just be on the road. Be on the road, Kiko. You make better time on the roads anyway. And that's true, you do. That said, I will cut over here. We will go for supplies. And we will go to the temple and have a chat. An acolyte fetched the abbot. In a few minutes he appeared, the look in his eyes wary, like those of a beaten dog. Shuffling forward, he spoke quietly to Owyn. Have you spoken to Mitchell? He has a plan that he believes will work. He sent along the details. Tactics, 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 always tactics. A justified end to my life as an abbot, I suppose. The priest brought down by the pawn. The circle closes. It's not too late to do the right thing, abbot. You have a chance to strike back at the crawler. You can tell me how to get the relic so that he doesn't gain it. Tell me how to get the Book of Macross. Book of Macross? I've never heard of it. I transcribed quite a few of the books that came from his library when he left Midkemia, but I believe I would have remembered reading a book by that title. I know very little about that magician except for what is written in Pug or Thomas's historical commentaries of the Rift War of the Serani. No, the crawler was after a magical sword that was reputed to be lost near Malek's Cross in the dim past. Personally, I don't believe the Gardener of Vanch is anything but a myth. You just mentioned someone named Thomas. Who's that? Thomas? He's war leader at the Elves in Elvander and consort to Queen Aglarana. He was very close to Pug, as I understand it, and I believe he also spent some little time with Macross. Perhaps he may know about your Book of Macross. It's a lead. Thin, but a lead. Thank you, Abbot. I think we have a book to find. Perhaps we will meet again under happier circumstances. Unlikely, unless you set your feet on the road to Kesh. I imagine that's where I go next. Goodbye and farewell. Kesh, is it? Good luck. And we are done with that part of this quest. We have a name. It's, a thin lead, as Owyn said, but we can now go and seek out information about that name. Also, we have, like, Tanner's and Egley and Sarth and Quester's View and all these places to explore. Did you really think I wouldn't go to these places? It's a long trek, but we have the rations, and honestly, we could do with the experience, and we could most certainly do with the extra health and stamina. Because there's just two of us, and we do need to get better at what we're doing. We do need to get better. Also, apply the poison, Kiko. Apply the poison. Why do you not apply the poison? And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.